TressAllure has just recently launched 3 brand new heat-friendly synthetic styles priced at $99. Today I'm here to show you Cool Pixie. That's what I'm wearing right now in the color 4/26/25. Don't let that 4 fool you. This is a really beautiful kind of an auburn strawberry color. And I'm going to tell you all about her. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm so glad that you're here today to learn about one of these brand new TressAllure styles. Before we get to the style, I do want to say something that I'm probably going to say in the next few videos that I'm filming with a light color. Tell me what you think of this background. At the very end, I am going to remove the curtain with my usual background, and I would really love for you to stick around to the end and let me know which background you think works better for this color. I'm really trying to do everything I can to make sure I'm giving you a really good look at these wigs, and that means sometimes I have to change my background depending on the color that I'm showing, and I want to make sure I'm getting it right. So if you could give me that feedback once you see it at the end, I sure would appreciate it. I would like to thank TressAllure for sending me this really cute asymmetrical style to show all of you today. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, this wig will be available at name brand wigs as well as any other retailer that carries TressAllure. I happen to have a coupon code to save you 30% at name brand wigs, so I'll make sure this is linked below so you can go check her out at their website. Now, this is described as a silky straight, low density, asymmetrical pixie shag. It's a whole lot of words that tapers at the nape. So take a look at that taper down here. Now, I don't have the measurements for the nape right now because I am filming this before it's actually available. I cannot tell you what the nape is, but one thing I did, and that's important because I always tell you, if you are going to wear short styles, it's really important to know your hairline, if you have hair, and how long of a nape you're going to need in order to cover your hair. I buzz my hair, but even before I buzzed all of my hair, I usually kind of shaved the hair right here on the very side because I tend to have a low hairline here. And when I would want to wear short styles, sometimes you could see my hair right here. Now, if you're going to get a color that matches your bio hair, that's not a very big deal because it will blend. But if you're not, then you really want to know that. And I always say 2 inches or less, that's your trigger to really understand your hairline. But one thing I noticed, and I think will work for most people, we have got these little hairs right here that go down a relative long way. And so I think even if this nape is less than 2 inches, that hair is really going to help hide hairline. So do keep that in mind. It's something we don't really think about. We don't realize until we come across it. And as new wig wearers, there's an awful lot to know. So I try to give you all of the lowdown on the things that I know can trip some of us up. That's the inside of the cap. So in the beginning I said basic cap. It's otherwise known as a machine-made cap. All that means is it doesn't have any lace cap features. So we don't have a lace front. We don't have monofilament. We do have open wefting, an extended nape, and Velcro adjusters, and soft ear tabs with bendable stays. So it's a great cap. It's just not going to give you the lace features that actually is one of the things that make a lot of these synthetic wigs a lot more expensive, because the lace features are hand tied, and obviously hand tying something is going to take a lot longer than machine sewing it, and that is usually reflected in the price. The way that they constructed this though, with a bang like this, I don't think you're going to need a lace front. So at least in the department of a lace front, I think that's handled very well by having a full bang. Something else to keep in mind when it comes to bangs is oftentimes the bangs are left long to fit a wider variety of head shapes and measurements. I have a 2.5 inch measurement from where my hairline is to where I would want a bang to fall. And this would need some trimming to fit me perfectly. Now it does sweep pretty well, so wouldn't have to trim it. I could wear it swept to the side, but I do have a video showing how to take a thinning razor. It's so foolproof to trim bangs with a thinning razor, especially a bang that's really already there. You don't have to worry about having any cutting skills. You don't even need a steady hand like you would with straight scissors, because you're not going to take a huge chunk off like you can with scissors. So I think every wig wearer should have a thinning razor. They're not terribly expensive, and you can do an awful lot with them. Even if you're not a bang wearer, you may find yourself needing to do a little trimming here and there, and it works so well. One of the benefits of a wig with no lace part or monotop is you can choose where you want to part the hair. So this is pretty much how it came out of the box, but I could really play around with this, and I could sweep the hair. So I kind of had it more left going over to the right, but I can play with this and I can sweep it more right going over to the left. I can also, there is a little bit of hair, and you can see, like it said, it's asymmetrical, so it's longer over here than it is over here, and so I can tuck all of that away. So if you don't like hair on the sides of your face, or you're not in love with an asymmetrical cut, all you have to do is tuck it, and you don't have to worry about that at all. You can use some styling cream to really get in there and play up the hair. You can spike it up some and make it really messy and piecey, or you can smooth it out. Another thing I love to do with short wigs like this that have a little bit of volume on the top is wear a headband with them, because I think it just changes the look so much. It is so easy to do. And if you're brand new to wig wearing, you don't know what's going to work for you. So you can watch a review like this and think, oh my gosh, that wig is so cute. I would love to try it, only to find that maybe it's not your perfect style. Well, you can throw a headband on, you can smooth it down, and really any volume that you were struggling with goes away when you do that. Or you can play it up in the back, create some spiky volume, and just really have fun. So I love headbands as a great option, not only for styling, but to help you as you transition into the world of wigs, which sometimes can be challenging. Styling your wigs, though, will help so much, I promise, and I encourage you to try it. And on the topic of volume, so this wig is low density, but it has some volume on the top because it has Permatease up, so it does give it that kind of polished, you took some time to do your hair look, but it's not heavy density, and it's not a ton of Permatease. It is, I can feel it, but I've had wigs with way more Permatease than this one has. I think it's a really great middle ground with the Permatease and the volume. Now, like I said, this is made with heat-friendly fibers. TressAllure calls these fibers stylable, effortless synthetic fiber. So when it says stylable, anything that you ever see that references to being able to style it means that it's heat-friendly when it's speaking about a synthetic wig. So these are heat-friendly synthetic fibers. They feel incredible, soft, super realistic. My personal preference on short wigs is actually heat friendly over human hair and over synthetic. I just think they're so easy to wear. They don't require styling. All of this is baked in even when you wash it. And because of the length, it's not going to get friction on it. That can be really hard on heat friendly fibers. So if you've heard that heat friendly fibers are difficult to care for, that can be true on longer pieces because of friction, but they are no different than a synthetic in the care department on a short style like this, but you don't get the shine that regular synthetic can often have. Let's talk about fit. TressAllure is a brand that I say runs true to average. I think they fit me very, very true to average in general. I have a very small head. I have a 21¼ circumference. I am just over 12 inches ear to ear and about 12½ front to nape, and this is fitting me true to average, meaning it's pretty big on me. If I were to wear this wig, I would need to wear, I'm just adjusting the Velcro adjusters back here just to cinch it in. I would wear a wig grip with this because that's what's going to give me the most security. So I adjusted it in almost all the way. If you can flip it so that you can see that. And what that's doing is it's tight, making it more tight around my circumference. Remember, my circumference is 21¼ Oh, that's so much better. All of my measurements are in the description box below, so if you want to compare them to yours. I am getting a lot of extra cap up here, so that's telling me this wig is really running true to average, maybe even average large. It has a ton of stretch, so I think this is going to fit a wide variety of people. I can personally wear this even with my smaller head measurements. As long as I wear a wig grip with it, then it will be fine. All in all, for $99, this is an incredible wig. It's going to last you for a year or more, maybe even more, because it's not getting friction on it. You're not going to have to worry about the wear and tear that longer wigs can have. So I think it's a great deal. If you can wear short wigs, if you want to experiment with a short wig, if you like to get some volume on the top, wear accessories like a headband or clips with your wigs, I think this one is going to be just fantastic. And I'm really grateful they came out with a more budget-friendly piece that is this nice. Let's talk about color. Let me look at it again. 4/26/25. This is the perfect example of where color codes are not helpful. A lot of the time, color codes are super helpful because if you understand what each number means on the color scale, you can get a sense of what colors are in that wig. But unfortunately for this one, my eyes are not matching the codes. So a 26 is kind of a medium golden blonde, and a 4 is a medium dark brown. So the brunettes go from a 2 to a 12. The lower the number, the darker the brunette. And the blondes go from a 14 to about a 26. 27 starts with the strawberry color and sort of a light auburn. And this to me is very much an auburn, a strawberry auburn. I would have expected there to be a 27 in here instead of a 25, which is more of a blend color. So I see, because the color codes aren't terribly helpful, the base is left 4. So you see some of the darker down here at the nape. And there are some of the 4 tones throughout in, strands here and there. But there's no dark brown in here. I would not call this a brown at all. It's more to me like a light auburn, kind of a strawberry. I can tell that there's some medium golden blonde in here through some of the highlights. But it's very, very auburn, very strawberry-ish. Kind of a light golden, or not a light, a medium to dark golden auburn. It's really pulling that auburn tone, that reddish tone. It's beautiful. If you like auburns and blondes and you love strawberry, oh my gosh, this is such a good one. No root on it. And I think that darker nape, definitely notice the nape is darker. Really add some fun and complexity to this. And very dynamic color. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm so grateful to TressAllure, I'll throw it back on for you, for sending me this piece so I would have a chance to show you the brand new affordable styles that they're coming out with. There are 2 more. I have them both, so stay tuned. Beautiful, beautiful color if you can do auburn and reddish. See you soon. All right, 4/26/25. It's pretty darn sunny. And unfortunately that sun is fairly warm right now at its angle. So you're getting a warm, extra warm look at this color, I guess. But I think it's important that you do understand that light impacts the color. So just because I'm outside doesn't mean that the color is going to look identical every time you're outside. Cloudy, time of day, all of that matters. I just took it out of the box, so I haven't really studied the color yet. But you saw the inside look, so you already heard my commentary. There you go. All right, I forgot to mention in that last segment indoors that I was going to do this segment, so hopefully some of you stuck around to help me out with this. So here I am with the curtains drawn. I'm actually just going to pull them so that you can see. My husband had this great idea of hanging a curtain rod up here. And this is my typical background. Let's give the white balance just a moment to adjust. So I think the darker background is fine. I'm hoping that gray is a good option for that, but just let me know what you think, and if you think I might need different curtains, something other than the gray that I used. I have generally used a gray blanket in my blonde reviews, and I felt that worked better than brown, but I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for sticking around. I'll talk to you soon. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.